Astagfirullahaladzim. Apa itu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah.
Dan ku ba nggak tahu kurang berat. Allah Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim.
This terrifying footage comes from Mas Sam, a creator known for delving deeply into the world of the paranormal, capturing chilling encounters that most of us would never dare to face. He hiked deep into the woods at night, all alone, ready to camp. But what he encountered will chill you to the bone. As he settled in, something caught his eye. A shadow, not someone. A strange figure stood motionless beside a tree, staring directly at him.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Apa itu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul a'udzu birabbil nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, min syarri waswasil khannas. Alazi waswisu fi sudurin nas minal jinnati wan nas. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Its presence was unnatural, its silence even more disturbing. Can you imagine that moment? Alone in the forest, miles from safety, and something is watching you from the darkness. What was that figure? A lost soul? A spirit? Or something far worse? Your heart races, your mind screams to run, but your body freezes. If this were you, what would you do? Would you flee into the night knowing something might chase you? Or would you stay, trapped in terror, waiting to see what comes next? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This chilling video was shared by Mirwan Nurali, a creator well known for exploring the paranormal and capturing unsettling, unexplainable moments on camera. He ventured deep into the woods for what was supposed to be a simple night of camping. But what his camera captured that night was far from ordinary. It was terrifying. As he sat quietly by his camp, the stillness was broken by something chilling. A broom nearby began to move on its own. No wind, no one was around, just an eerie, unnatural motion caught clearly on camera. But here's the disturbing part. What could move that broom? Was it the restless hand of a spirit? Or something even darker lurking unseen in the shadows of the forest?
Mantap. Mantap kawan.
Alone, surrounded by trees, and with only the dim light of his camera. Could you sit there and watch it happen? Or would you run before whatever was moving that broom decided to show itself? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. This chilling video comes from Banya Balangan, a creator known for diving deep into the world of the paranormal and capturing spine-tingling encounters on camera. His content isn't just about exploring, it's about uncovering the dark, the unexplained, and the terrifying things most of us would never dare to face. He thought it was just going to be another quiet hike through the woods, but in the dead of night, silence can be the scariest sound of all. As he walked deeper into the forest, the shadows seemed to close in on him.
Apakah ini jalannya?
masuk di sini tuh. Astagfirullah. Mungkin kita kembali aja.
Then he froze. From the darkness, two glowing red eyes locked onto him, not blinking, not moving, just watching. His chest tightened, his heartbeat echoed louder than the night itself.
Apa ini? Siapa itu? Hah? Siapa?
Was this the spirit of someone who died here? A witch waiting to strike? Or some ancient creature guarding the forest from intruders? Imagine standing there all alone, those red eyes never leaving you. What would you do? Run for your life? Or wait to see if it comes closer? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. Josh the Intern, a YouTuber, whose channel is known for venturing into the most mysterious forgotten places on Earth, shared this terrifying video. He spotted a strange structure hidden deep in the mountains on Google Earth, something that shouldn't even exist there.
But its location doesn't make any sense. Sat in the side of an isolated mountain with nothing around for miles. Who would build something so big in such a remote place, and why?
Curiosity consumed him, and despite the villagers' warnings of aggressive dogs that had mauled hikers before, he and his friend pressed forward. The hike was brutal. Every step carried the weight of danger, yet the urge to uncover the unknown pulled them higher.
Okay, I am being a bit dramatic, but hiking on these stones was not easy, and they did have a nasty trick up their sleeve too.
Between the rocks that we're just stampeding through. That's great, isn't it, Pat?
I can't lie, I've always dreamed of going very near some deadly spiders, some rabid dogs, all in one day. Perfect.
Finally, they reached it, and what they saw was unreal. The mountain structure has a big outer wall constructed with stone, and inside is littered with broken stone structures, as if the earth itself had collapsed.
Structure, oh my word! Another thing I've noticed right off the bat, we have multiple layers of defense. So you've got this big outer wall, big and thick, then you got another wall, and then you got one more wall here. I mean, I've never seen a defensive structure like this, whether it be a castle, a fortress, I don't know, a fortified sacred site. It's all to be revealed, but definitely multiple layers of defense. And I think there is...
But in the middle of nowhere, this wasn't just nature. It looked like the ruins of something ancient, a massive structure long forgotten. But the haunting question remains, who built this? Why here, in total isolation? And what catastrophic force brought it crashing down? Would you risk your life to explore a place no one was ever meant to find? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. We got this story from Rugged Road Explorers on YouTube, a channel known for heart-stopping adventures in the most dangerous and mysterious places on Earth. This time, the journey was nothing short of terrifying. He hiked deep into the mountain, where one wrong step meant instant death. The cliffs dropped thousands of feet below, and every move felt like playing with fate.
All right, let's take this nice and slow.
Will you dare walk through those cliff edges? Because a simple mistake can be a regrettable decision. He was crawling through the walls of the mountain, and he pushed upward toward the higher ridge. Every movement mattered. If he slipped even once, he would fall to his death instantly. Can you imagine that pressure? Would you dare keep exploring these ruins, or turn back before the mountain claims another soul? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. YouTube creator Josh the Intern shares this terrifying camping experience on YouTube. His channel is known for exploring the strange and terrifying. He went camping deep in the forest, all alone. After setting up his tent, the night seemed quiet, almost too quiet. But just as he was about to drift off to sleep, something terrifying happened.
Ada yang colek, teman-teman.
The ground beneath him began to shift. Suddenly he felt his tent being pushed upward, as if some unseen creature was crawling underneath. His heart pounded. Fear gripped him. What could it be? How can something invisible push against the tent like that?
Ada di bawah itu, teman-teman. Ada di bawah itu. Ya.
Every second stretched longer, the silence outside broken only by his own rapid breathing. Would you dare stay inside the tent again? Or would you run for your life into the darkness of the forest, not knowing what might be waiting for you out there? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself, it's about to get worse. Derman Penjalaja, a YouTuber, whose channel is known for venturing into some of the most haunted and dangerous places in Indonesia, share this creepy video. He went camping in the middle of a forest where villagers who entered never returned, and those who did came back broken, speaking of strange beings that weren't quite human.
Sampai sekarang belum ditemuin batang hidungnya sama sekali. Entah itu kalau mungkin sudah nggak ada, ya minimal kan ada kerangka mungkin teman-teman ya, ataupun apa, ini nggak jelas sama sekali sampai sekarang. Dan beberapa orang yang ditemuin.
Will you ever enter a place where people have said to never return from? And most especially, what are those inhuman things seen here? Then the forest comes alive with whispers and unexplainable noises of something mourning.
Apa itu? Suara apa itu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Dengerin suaranya, teman-teman. Dengerin suaranya.
What is making those strange sounds? Is it those strange, inhuman things often seen there? He said he saw shadows move unnaturally fast, leaping tree to tree.
Di sini, teman-teman. Hitam pekat banget. Kayak lompat dari pohon ke pohon gitu loh. Tapi cepet banget. Apaan ya? Burung? Apa aku yang salah lihat apa gimana ya? Apa burung jangan-jangan? Cuman burung apa? Terbang.
And the most terrifying moment, strange voices echoed around the place he was.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Teman-teman, dengerin teman-teman suara. Dengerin. Kayak suara kuntilanak. Kayak suara kuntilanak. Astagfirullah.
Will you continue camping after encountering these strange things? Or you will run before it gets darker? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. This chilling video was shared by Angbona TV, a channel well known for diving deep into the paranormal world and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. He went hiking alone in the dead of night, and what he encountered will send chills down your spine. The forest was pitch black, every sound amplified in the silence.
It didn't even get nearly as cold as it does here, but because this area is more mountainous, the altitude is a lot higher, obviously it gets significantly colder. There we go. As I'm working on the campfire, I keep hearing something directly over there. Ooh, smoky. Like it sounded, I don't know, like something hit something. Maybe something fell, I don't know.
Then, movement. His eyes caught something glowing in the dark like eyes.
Wait, I think I see something. It was so dark out here. I thought I saw something. That was creepy. Like it legit looked like an outline. Like I know it's pretty dark, but I could make something out subtly. Like almost right about here.
Were those eyes really staring at him? He raised the camera, heart pounding. At first, it almost looked like a person, but not quite human. The figure shimmered in the water, an outline so faint yet undeniable. Imagine standing there, alone, staring at something that shouldn't even exist. Was it watching him? Was it waiting? He tried to convince himself it was nothing, yet the shape kept shifting, lingering, as if it knew he had seen it. What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. We got this story from Cuba Mystery on YouTube, a channel known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places in search of the truth behind terrifying legends. He hiked deep into the woods, planning nothing more than a peaceful night under the stars. At first, everything felt calm, the fire crackling, the food cooking, the quiet comfort of nature all around. But then, everything changed. From behind his tent, the dry branches snapped, as if something unseen was moving closer. He froze. Moments later, a sound tore through the night. A strange, haunting cry, unlike any human or animal he'd ever heard.
Dan ku ba nggak tahu gerak-gerak. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim. Halo, salina wala ibadillah solim. Masya Allah. Teman-teman, dengar gak suara apa nih teman-teman? Allahu Akbar, aku merinding sekali juga sih mendengar suara macam kayak gini teman-teman. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar.
Imagine being alone, far from civilization, with no one around to help. The forest suddenly doesn't feel so safe anymore, does it? What kind of creature cries like that in the dead of night? And more importantly, if you were there, what would be your next move? Would you stay and face it, or run before it finds you? Bona TV, a channel known for paranormal activities and exploring some other random stuff. In this video, he explored an abandoned mining village in Japan a place steeped in tragedy and rumoured to be haunted. He spotted a lone figure standing by a pole, but when he waved, the man bolted unnaturally fast into the woods. Who was he? A villager or something else?
Alright, that was really friggin' weird. So, I was coming around this bend, and there was somebody standing there. I swear, someone's just standing there right at that orange pole thing, and I waved to him, and then for some reason he just took off all the way down there. I have no idea why. Well, that was weird. Hello? I have not been down there yet. It's also kind of strange how there's just this random flat area. Thought I heard something. Kind of nervous about going down there. Like, who the hell did I just see?
Moments later, a voice echoed in the woods. He called out, but no one answered. Would you have stayed or run back to the car? Then, a little rock was hit against his vehicle. No one was around. Was it a warning?
But yeah, like there's literally very little tread on the outs. The hell was that? Someone just literally hit the car. It almost sounded like somebody threw a rock at my car. What the f***? Okay, something really weird is going on. Hello? Can you not do that, please?
Finally, his light cut out by itself right after the spirit box whispered locked. Coincidence or proof the dead still walk here?
So that way we can chill here for a little bit. Not too long, but I'm just curious as to who the hell that person was that ran off into the woods. Like, are they actually living out there? Whoa. The light just went out. Did you do that? The hell?
Some places never let go of their shadows, but things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. A YouTuber, Moxley's Paranormal World, who is known for his terrifying solo investigation in the dark and the most haunted places imaginable, shared this scary encounter. He ventures deep into a forest whispered to be home to the Dogman, a cryptid said to terrify anyone foolish enough to wander in alone at night. While walking around the forest, branches snap in the distance, voices come through the spirit box, chilling words like optimism and Jordan. Imagine standing there alone when the device suddenly blurts. A girl was killed. In the night, alone by yourself, hearing these strange words, what's your next move?
You show yourself.
A woman here.
Oh, every noise has got me on edge. A woman here. Is she here with me now?
A girl was killed.
A girl was killed. Okay.
Photo.
Photo.
We don't mean harm.
You don't mean harm. There has been a lot of...
I feel lost.
You feel lost? Are people mistaking your presence for somebody who needs some help? Choose. Right, it said church. Look at this, what I've just found.
Watch what I do.
Watch what I do. Are you going to do something for me? Right, I'm literally trying to take a little bit of cover just here at this at these trees, because that wind was absolutely picking up. The trees above me were just going like this.
Many words kept coming out of the spirit talker devices. Would you keep walking or run? Then words like, have been here for a century, I was burned. Does that mean the spirit has been lurking here for centuries? What would you do? Keep pushing forward or escape before it's too late? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. We got this story from Midwest Ghost Hunters on YouTube, a channel well known for its terrifying explorations of haunted places where the line between the living and the dead often blurs. His journey begins at the Red Bridge, haunted by the spirit of a woman who drove off and died. Legend says if you stop your car, her ghost appears and you'll never start it again. Some even claim she pushes cars off the bridge, leaving behind her ghostly handprints. Suddenly, branches move on command, not the wind, but as if something unseen is answering. Imagine asking a spirit to show itself, and the trees obey. What are you doing next?
Ma'am, could you show yourself on this bridge? Oh, whoa. What the Whoa, that bridge just moved. I might be going crazy, but I saw that branch over there start swaying back and forth. I know it's windy, but it isn't that windy. Okay, I gotta check this out. It was this one, right here. Holy crap! Okay.
He then saw a shadow in a mist form. Then a woman's voice echoed beneath the bridge, whispering for help. His entire body tingles as if the air itself is alive. Is it true that ghosts truly haunt people? Would you dare cross that bridge alone?
Whoa. I think I got something in that one. I caught another one. Whoa. There's a freaking mist right over here. And it's gone now. It's completely gone. Whoa. Holy moly. It was just right over here. And now it's completely gone. I got a weird feeling over here. I'm getting like a tingly feeling in my whole body. Whoa! I just heard a woman's voice. I couldn't tell what she said, but it sounded like it came from, like, under the bridge. Hello there. I heard you loud and clear. Are you underneath this bridge? I'm gonna try to get as far down here as I can.
The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. Chussa Chad on YouTube shares this terrifying encounter in the woods. He's known for going to haunted, abandoned, and mysterious places, and trust me, this one will make your skin crawl. He slips into the park after midnight. The gates are locked, the warning signs scattered everywhere, but curiosity pushes him forward. The trail twists, the night air heavy, almost suffocating. Suddenly, movement. A shadow darts across his path. Too quick for a person, too solid for a trick of the light. Was something following him? On the ground, a flashlight still glowing, a number scratched into its side. Who left it there? And why does it feel like a warning?
Yo! Yo, look. Let me turn my light off. Look, there's a flashlight
that's on. That's just sitting right here. What the hell? There's just a flashlight sitting here. Okay, what the hell? It has number 7 on it. Or an L? Or a 1? Or something? I don't know. Looks like a 7 to me. Okay, that's really weird. That's weird. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. I don't know what is going on with that. But, okay, look at where I am, dude. I walked kind of far back here.
He sensed there was someone in the woods, but nothing was visible to him. He heard a voice, but when he spoke, nobody has responded. Are they trying to lure him into the forest? If this were you, would you dare take another step deeper? Or would you run before the forest swallows you whole? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. We got this story from Urban Ghosts on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the world's creepiest, most haunted places. This time, the adventure took him into the Clemson Experimental Forest, a place surrounded by unmarked graves and whispers of restless spirits. He hiked deep into the woods, no flashlight, only darkness closing in, not knowing what to expect. Will you dare hike alone at night with no flashlight to see what is going on around you? Suddenly, the Spirit Talker app lit up with a chilling message. Fail. Stay out of the forest.
But it is so cool. Words cannot describe how eerie it is out here. And the feeling. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It said fail and stay out of the forest. Holy crap. Oh, my noise was off. Why don't you want me in the forest? Huh? Other people come out here and have a good time. Why can't I be here? Is it because I'm doing what I'm doing? Well, don't be shy now. Come on. I'll put my tripod down for a second. Because I just got those hits. Let's see if we get anything else right here.
Who was warning him, and why? After being warned to stay out of the forest by a spirit app, will you want to go further? Nobody knows what to expect in the forest after being warned not to go. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Franco TV on YouTube, a channel known for solo explorations into places where fear feels alive. It's pitch black 11:31 p.m, the same time strange things happened here before. He steps into the Skinwalker Ranch. Out of nowhere, 2 glowing lights pierce through the darkness in the distance. They don't move like an animal. They don't shine like anything human. Just hovering there, silent, watching.
Right now I have my IR light on. There it is. There it is. I see you. Oh, what the fuck is that? Yo, I thought there was like people in the trees. Look at that. There it is. Oh my god, that thing is tall. I want to see if I could walk inside. I don't even want to walk inside, to be honest. But I'm going to see if I could get a little bit closer to see
what the hell those eyes are. Fuck. Did it move? I did hear like a snapping of wood. Hola! Oh shit. Fuck was that? There's definitely somebody in there. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that definitely sounded human.
What do you think that was? Could it be something, or someone placed it there to keep an eye on the forest? Would you keep walking, or turn back before it finds you? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. We got this story from Black Mass Paranormal on YouTube, a channel known for exploring the darkest corners of Appalachia, where legends are said to walk in the night. He was hiking deep in the forest when he froze in his tracks. Standing right in the middle of the trail was what he called a baby squatch, upright, motionless, its dark eyes locked on him. Just imagine. You're alone in the woods, and something like that is watching you.
Base of this trail, and he's just as confused as I am. That is a baby squatch standing in the trail. Look at that. He's like frozen, standing straight up. I'm looking at him and I'm wandering off.
But here's the real question. If the baby is here, could the mother be hiding close by, silently observing? What happens if that baby lets out a cry, and the mother decides to strike? Imagine being in the forest surrounded by animals you don't know, the version of them you're facing. Would you dare keep going, or run before the dogman finds you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This story comes from a Reddit user who was hiking deep in Algonquin Park when she stumbled upon something truly unsettling. She captioned it, "Creepiest thing I've come across in the Algonquin backcountry."
I'm not going any farther, but...
Hidden beneath the forest floor was what looked like the remains of an old cellar, the ruins of a long-forgotten cabin that had collapsed. The ground itself seemed to swallow the whole structure, leaving behind nothing but shadows and mystery. Old, rusted objects were scattered outside. Iron tools, twisted and unrecognizable, as if abandoned in a hurry. Who left them there? And why was this place left to rot in silence? Imagine being alone, miles away from civilization, and suddenly discovering a crumbling cellar in the middle of the woods. Was it just history? Or is there something more sinister still lurking beneath the earth? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. This video was uploaded by Rugged Road Explorers on YouTube. He is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest. He shared this unsettling journey that caught attention. It started normally. He was making his way along a cliffside in southeast Utah searching for ruins, but then something strange appeared. Clear in the dirt, a massive track too large to dismiss. Was it a panther or something far stranger?
The reason I slowed down is because, check it out, right here, I don't know if you can see it, that's a panther track right there. Alright, I like being up top where I've got a lot of clear area to see. This is getting tight in here.
Deep in the ruins, silence fell heavy. The place was too tight, but he kept pushing forward. A dead rat lay in the shadows, a warning of something lurking nearby. Would you keep going after seeing that, or turn back immediately? Then, he captured something even creepier. Old handprints covering the walls. Whose hands were those? Ancient dwellers? Or something still haunting these cliffs?
Oh, look at the handprints. Hold on, I gotta zoom in for you guys. That's pretty awesome, and they really, really show up. Look at that. Oh, over the wall there. Well, they really took the time to smooth out the inside.
What do you think? Was this simply history preserved, or something alive in the ruins? Some places never stop watching you. Flores Terror on YouTube, whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest forests in search of terrifying paranormal activity, shared this scary encounter. He enters one of the most haunted forests in the region, a place where people vanish without a trace. Locals warn of ghostly cries and children's voices that lure travelers deeper, and they never return. After hiking deep in the forest, everywhere was dark, and he was just alone with his flashlight and camera when he began to hear footsteps behind him, as if something was following him.
Es un poquito más como que los árboles entrelazados, un poquito diferente. Ok, se acaban de escuchar pasos atrás de mí. Ay. De repente como si viniera algo atrás de mí porque se siente como una presencia atrás. Ay. Ay.
After hearing so much about the forest, what will you do in that situation? Will you go back before it gets darker? But he didn't go back. After some while, he started hearing some voices whisper in the distance like someone crying. But there's no one around the forest.
Se están escuchando voces. Ay. Ay. Se están escuchando estas voces que parece ser como que vienen hacia acá o están a lo lejos, pero lo extraño es que no puede haber personas acá, no hay personas acá, estoy completamente seguro, o sea, personas físicas no son. Hoy. Hoy. Hoy, 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 otra vez.
This peaceful hike into the forest was one to forget for him. Would you dare stay in this forest, knowing every voice could belong to the dead? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. This encounter is shared by Danny Adventure 88 on YouTube, a channel known for daring solo explorations and terrifying encounters deep in haunted forests. He went camping deep in central Java's infamous Alas Kunci, where tragedy struck. It is said that a young boy ended his life there just a week ago. The locals talked about Dutch women tortured in these woods, their bodies discarded without graves, and their restless spirits still wandering around the forest. With all this dark history, will you dare camp overnight there? While still being courageous and enjoying his camp without fear, suddenly, he started hearing knocking sounds echoing through the trees. No wind, no movement, just a sound of something he didn't know about. Yet the forest feels alive and heavy.
walaupun mencoba menghiraukan, tapi tetap rasanya tuh aku kepo ke sana itu.
What he's experiencing is definitely not what he had planned when he came. What do you think these wandering spirits of the forest are, or something far darker stalking me tonight? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. Jupri Karim's a YouTuber, and he is known for testing his courage by camping in the most haunted, dangerous places at night. He went camping just as he had always camped around many dangerous forests. But this time around, it was terrifying. At first, everything seemed calm, until he began hearing strange movements around the camp. Footsteps, whispers, something circling the tent. Then it appeared. He saw a figure lurking behind the trees, watching him in silence. The moment his flashlight touches it, it disappears seconds later.
Gak tahu teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya teman-teman itu. Kelihatan gak di balik kayu itu? Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Asal kena lampu senter, dia menghilang teman-teman.
What was that? Is that a ghost watching him? Or some far more mysterious? After seeing this, will you dare camp in this cursed place knowing the darkness itself is alive? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. We got this story from Kuba Mystery on YouTube. He is popular for venturing into haunted places and capturing chilling encounters on camera. This time, Kuba set up camp in a cursed bamboo forest, a place where a man once died tragically after being impaled by a falling branch of a bamboo tree. Locals say his spirits still linger here. Will you dare camp in a place where you don't know what to expect? While eating, he was violently interrupted. Unseen forces attacked, shaking the bamboo and rattling his nerves. He heard the bamboo shaking but could not see anything.
Allahu Akbar. Ini sangat coba penasaran juga sih teman-teman. Ini malah kita kayak seperti diganggu. Tapi nggak tahu juga siapa itu. Apa kita lagi makan? Mereka datang ke sini teman-teman.
Are they trying to scare him away from the forest? Or who or what is disturbing shaking the bamboo? Would you dare camp here alone? Let me know what you guys think. From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. Got this story from Franco TV on YouTube. He's known for venturing into the world's most haunted places, often alone, and capturing what others are too afraid to witness. This time, he went into a pet cemetery. It was previously a baby cemetery, but later changed to a pet cemetery. As he entered the cemetery, he heard these unexplained bangs and even a rope swinging from a tree. Was this really just a pet cemetery, or something far more sinister? After walking deep into the cemetery, he saw eyes staring at him deep in the trees, but couldn't see them again, so he turned on his thermal so he could check what might be lurking around him. Then he caught a dark figure waving from deep within the trees, human-like.
Here alone, I'm already hearing sounds of banging, of metal clanking on something, but further from in front of me. Wish me luck. I'm excited, scared, nervous. I'm missing home right now. But that being said, let's get into the video. So right now I'm at the cemetery, right in front of me. And with the night vision, look up there. You see that blinking light? This is why cell phones give away your position. But that blinking light is 100% somebody's phone. I thought I saw something else move. That was me, this light here. I hope nobody comes here to do something else. The last time that I was here, I was able to see something on the thermal imaging camera peeking out at me from one of the trees in the darkness. I don't know what the hell that was, whether if that was an animal or a person, but not so long after that, I was able to see what looked like a silhouette of a person walking, only because of the light behind the area. And when I shined the flashlight, nothing was evident. But I want to do another walkthrough of this place. Now, this place is gigantic. Listen. The fuck was that? I just heard something up here. Jesus Christ. I'm already regretting my decision. Is that a rope?
What do you think is waving at him at the cemetery? Is it a ghost or a spirit that has been wandering around the cemetery? Would you dare to spend the night here? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber, Skara, who is known for exploring haunted forests across Kalimantan, where storms and myths collide with the unknown, shared this on his channel. He went deep in the jungle and he saw something quite unusual, a house standing alone in the wilderness, where trees and bushes surround everywhere. Who built a home here, in the middle of nowhere? What is the house meant for, because normal people are not meant to live there alone in the forest?
Rumah atau apa ya di bagian kanan gua? Gua trekking di nggak tahu men, ini ada orang sih di sini. Gua nge-trekking hutan belantara di sini men, gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gua buka satelit beberapa kali di sini, gak ada tempat terbuka seluas ini men di sini.
Then he started smelling cooked food drifting from the trees. Where was it coming from? Suddenly he saw an old woman. She's asking for water. She had human-like feet, yet her presence screamed not human. After he gave her water, she headed back into the forest. Who was she, and what was she doing in the forest at night?
Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Cuk, minta banyu nenek cuk. Ada nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Tunggu nek. Permisi nek. Bentar nek. Bentar nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Nih, Lun permisi nih. Permisi nih. Maaf apa yang di sini nih? Ngapain di sini nih? Ulun permisi nih. Pian manusia kah lain kan nih? Ulun permisi nih.
Would you dare keep going deeper after encountering something of such? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Wandi Sumatra on YouTube, a channel known for venturing deep into haunted forests and capturing encounters that most people would never dare to face. He set up camp far inside the forest, cooked, ate, and finally drifted off to sleep. But sometime after midnight, it began. A strange voice, not human, not an animal, just this eerie, otherworldly sound circling his tent. What kind of creature makes a noise like that in the dead of night? Terrified, he forced himself awake and stepped outside, scanning the darkness. That's when he saw it, a ghostly figure, pale and still, staring straight at him, its body unmoving, its eyes fixed.
Astagfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah.
What was this thing? A restless spirit of the forest? A demon in disguise? Or something older watching from the shadows? If it were you, would you investigate? Or run for your life? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. Urban Ghosts on YouTube, his channel, is known for exploring some of the most terrifying haunted places in America. And in this video, things in the Devil's Forest took a chilling turn. He hiked deep into the woods alone at night. Suddenly, his spirit talker app whispered, "There's a priest." What does that mean? A priest? Out here, in the middle of nowhere? Is it trying to warn him not to go further, that there is danger at the front?
Hello? Hello?
Others are scared.
Others are scared? Well, don't be scared. I swear I heard somebody running. Or something.
There's a priest.
Where?
And just when it seemed the forest had gone quiet, he heard a voice around him that came from behind, so close it made his blood run cold, alone in the woods with just his touch and spirit talker app, using it to communicate through his phone.
As much as I've been in the woods, I still can't ever remember what the heck poison ivy looks like. I always gotta Google it. Heck, I grew up in the woods. I heard something over here. Are you over there? Whoa.
You are authentic.
I appreciate that. I swear. Something as soon as I turned this way, I heard a voice right behind me. Right over here.
Was he really alone in the forest? Would you dare to stand in the Devil's Forest after dark? YouTuber Manunggaling Jagad shared this hiking encounter on YouTube. The channel is well known for uncovering eerie and unexplainable events that lurk in the shadows of nature. He hiked deep into the forest, the kind of place where the night feels heavier, where every sound makes your skin crawl. But what he stumbled upon left him frozen in shock. Right there in the tall, damp grass was a green snake, blending perfectly into the grass. Think about it. What would have happened if he hadn't noticed it in time? What if his hand had brushed against it, or worse, he had stepped on it? Out there, in the middle of nowhere, one wrong move could mean life or death. Kalong Camp Official, a YouTube creator, shared this terrifying adventure. His channel is known for exploring haunted cemeteries and abandoned places where spirits are said to linger. This time around, they went to a cemetery to spend the night there. As they settled in their campsite in the graveyard, locals had told him about a ghost often seen nearby. Suddenly, things started getting strange. The bamboo nearby cracked and fell violently on the place they were staying, although there was no wind.
Ini saya lihatnya di sana mas tuh. Itu di pohon itu ya temennya, itu warga tuh sering ditampakkan sosok pocong ya. Itu berdiri tepat di depan pohon itu ya. Masa miragol dewi mas? Jadi emang di sebelah sana tuh ayam. Tuh, kursi. Apa ya? Ini mas ya. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Punten, Mbah.
Are they being chased away by an unknown spirit that doesn't want them there? Imagine being alone there. Would you stay, or would you run? Nobody knows what might happen next. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This story was shared by YouTuber Zero on YouTube, whose channel is known for exploring some of the most haunted and cursed places, capturing raw and terrifying encounters with spirits. They went camping in the forest, and before they could even settle down well, they started perceiving some weird and unsettling scent, like camphor mixed with perfume, though there were no flowers anywhere. Why would such a smell linger in a forest like this? Will you dare stay after getting that smell earlier on? As if that wasn't enough, just after getting that smell, they began to hear some footsteps and sounds from the trees without even seeing anybody passing.
Ya, malam ini teman-teman, karena bener-bener mati aktivitas di desa, itu apa ya, sepi banget teman-teman. Orang mana datang? Oi, orang kah? Suara orang, Pan?
Will you dare stay there overnight? Imagine hearing people talking inside the forest, and you can't see who is talking. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Haunted Finders on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the UK's most terrifying paranormal hotspots. Tonight, they went back to the infamous Cannock Chase, a place where people claim to have seen everything. Black-eyed children, pigmen, werewolves, even UFOs. Imagine walking through those woods knowing all that. Will you even dare enter a forest like that? Before they even started the investigation, they heard a strange noise, too loud to be a dog barking. Imagine how scary that place would be.
There's been everything sighted in this forest, from the infamous black-eyed children, pigman, werewolves, UFOs, you name it, it's been sighted in this forest. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know we've been to Cannock Chase a few times, extremely haunted, and that some really strange things happen here. Now, before we even started, we thought we heard this noise that we originally thought it was a dog, wasn't it?
It was too loud.
But it didn't really sound like a dog to me, and it was like a weird noise.
After hearing a strange sound before you even start doing whatever you went to do, will you continue? Then came the chilling voice through the spirit box. You must leave. Not once, but twice.
Is somebody there? What the shit was that?
Yeah.
You must leave.
You must leave.
Yeah.
That's twice we've been told to leave.
Yeah. Why must we leave? We've got a right to be here.
Why did the spirits not want them there? What do you think is going on? Would you dare stay in Cannock Chase after that, or run before the pigman found you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber named Franco TV, whose channel is known for exploring haunted places, forests and cursed locations around the world. He went to Chile, so he visited the infamous Pet Cemetery, which is said to be the most active and terrifying spot ever. Almost instantly, he began hearing movement in the forest. Have you ever visited a place that terrified you before?
We just got in this place, and I'm hearing movement coming from the forest. This is by far the creepiest location that I know. Just trying to see if I can see something moving back here.
He went inside the cemetery, and what he found will blow your mind. Strange tarot cards and writings calling it the Forest of Witches. Why would someone leave those cards there? And why is the place called the Forest of Witches?
So I found tarot cards out here. Just kind of like all through the floor. There's like these little writings that the last time I was in another part of this place, and it says this is the Forest of the Witches. I don't know what that's about, but that's actually on, you've probably already seen it because this is the second video. I want to see if I can look with my third night vision here to see if I could see anything moving.
Then he said he heard chilling sounds, like a baby, followed by eerie laughter drifting through the trees.
Still have my stuff here mounted on the tree. See? Oh, what the was that? I don't know if you guys just heard that. Oh, I heard something back there. Oh, that was creepy. It sounded like a baby. I'm gonna get my stuff. So what I just heard now, I don't know if you heard that, it sounded like a laughing. It's not what I heard. I heard people laughing, legit people. But it came from way further down there. Just looking around here. You hear that? Sounds like whistling. I'm gonna lower my IR.
Alone in that creepy forest, will you continue exploring, or will you leave immediately before it gets worse? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying encounter while camping on YouTube. His channel is known for camping in some of the most haunted and cursed places across Indonesia. He set up camp on a lonely beach, a place where just weeks earlier 2 teenagers drowned and their bodies were laid on the very sand where he pitched his tent. Locals whispered that their restless spirits still wander. Will you ever go camping at night in a place where tragedy happened just a week ago? While still at the camp, a sound echoed from the distance, and he saw a white figure appear near a tree, but when he rushed closer, it vanished into thin air.
Astaghfirullah. Ini apa nih, Cok? La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar, la haula wala quwata illa billah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar. Wow.
What creepy creature was that? What do you think was after? Will you still stay there after seeing something you've not seen before appearing right before your face? Imagine being there, trapped between the ocean and the spirits of the dead. Would you have lasted the night? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This terrifying camping encounter was shared by Min Story on YouTube. The YouTuber is known for exploring cursed forests, haunted rivers, and places where dark entities still linger. While camping by a dried riverbed, he suddenly heard a strange sound. Then a smell that was unbearable, like something rotten had been dropped over there. He went to check what was making the sound and what was smelling. Then he heard another sound again. What is making those sounds? Or something mysterious is around watching him closely. Then came footsteps in the bushes.
Sini teman-teman. Tadi pun pas saya lagi makan, lagi masak, itu terdengar ada sebuah suara.
Could it be a wild animal or the serpent spirit locals say haunts this area? Would you dare camp here knowing spirits with ruined faces are said to roam these grounds? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Rugged Road Explorers, a YouTube creator who is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest, uncovering lost ruins and ancient sites hidden deep in the wilderness. But you know, sometimes the past leaves behind more than broken stones. It leaves behind echoes. He went hiking in the mountains, and what he saw was something unusual. While scanning through the canyon walls, he saw some scattered pottery shards, and strange white handprints appeared above the rocks.
So seeing how this is square here, you see how this is? I would bet that they had a pit house here, temporary one, where it had a wood rock foundation and then wood all the rest of the way up. But check this out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is too cool. Oh my gosh. Look at all the pottery. Holy smokes. Look at that. That's amazing. That is just too cool.
Whose hands were those, or something still lingering? Intricate designs on broken jugs whispered of rituals and forgotten stories from ancient days.
It's obvious people have been here because they picked up certain pieces and put them up on a rock here, but look at the intricate design of the one in the center there. And then this was part of a jug at one time. You can see this right there. You have different time periods in different areas. Here you have some flint, looks like a spearhead. Very cool. And again, another kind of design.
Could these markings hold darker meanings? Would you dare step into a ruin where every stone feels alive with secrets? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. A YouTuber, Banjar Balangan, is known for capturing terrifying paranormal encounters while camping on camera. And this one is not for the faint of heart. While camping deep inside the forest, the atmosphere was calm, too calm. He set up his tent unaware that something was already watching. At first it seemed like a trick of the light, until a pair of glowing white eyes with a shadowy body passed through the darkness. The figure was moving slowly, deliberately, and inhumanely. What kind of creature was that? A ghost? A demon? Or something that should never be named? Imagine being alone in the forest and realizing you're not just being watched, you're being hunted. Would you continue camping, or would you run for your life before something even stranger happened?
In April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video to his channel Appy Mountain Trekkers, where he documented a solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is dedicated to outdoor adventures, hiking, camping, and survival in the wild. At first, the hike was uneventful. When he reached his campsite, Jason set up his tent, started a fire, and even tried his hand at spoon carving as the sun went down. That's when he first reported hearing a strange noise from higher up the mountain. He brushed it off as a bird or some small animal and carried on with his evening. Later that night, less than an hour after going to bed, he was jolted awake by an unsettling, guttural call, unlike anything he'd ever heard. Something he described as a disturbing mix between a pig, an ape, and even similar to the raptors from Jurassic Park.
10 after 10. I laid down about 9 o'clock. And I was trying to go to sleep. It took me a while and I was almost asleep, and sometime before 10 I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life.
Shaken, he tried to return to sleep, but around 1 a.m., he woke again, this time to the sound of something circling his tent. He claimed there were at least 2 or 3 of them. In the footage, the beam of his flashlight revealed eerie, glowing eyes watching from the darkness. While many animals' eyes reflect light at night, the fiery white color suggested he may have been surrounded by wolves or coyotes.
I heard that.
What do you think that was? Exploring with Bear posted this encounter on YouTube. They went to explore what locals call Murder Road, a place infamous for mob meetings, secret parties, and bodies dumped in the dark woods. As they walked deeper, the forest swallowed the light. Up ahead, a massive sinkhole loomed like a black gateway. That's when they first heard it, a scream, high-pitched and echoing from the dark.
Oh, we're going in it.
What?
We're going right in. Did you just hear a voice? That sounded like a girl's voice.
Oh my gosh.
That was...
It's coming from the big black hole.
That was a scream.
Yes, it was.
Then came voices. They pressed forward, but soon noticed something watching them. A flickering light moved between the trees, then vanished. And just when they thought it was their imagination, a chilling voice whispered from the darkness,
This time I think I'm out. I think I'm done.
Wait a minute. Come there.
What?
Look, 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 look. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Take my light.
I will take what?
Take my light. To put the lights down. Where'd they go? You see that back there, babe?
There's a light.
There is.
What the hell?
There's a light back there. There's no cars here, babe. I know.
Look, there's lights right there.
I know, I see them. I can't. Let's get it. We need to get out of bed. What the world?
Run.
They just said run. Wait a minute.
The ground shifted, bushes shook violently, and glowing eyes reflected at them from the tree line. And they also noticed something is following them while working. This is very strange and quite unusual. La Patrona Extreme Adventures, a YouTube, shared this experience with Bigfoot. They went hiking deep in the forest, where silence was broken only by the crunch of dry leaves beneath their feet. Every step reminded them they were not alone. They saw something strange moving in the trees. That's when they noticed they're not alone. Bigfoot is with them.
Por eso no me gusta el zoom, porque se mueve mucho. Pero aquí lo tengo en zoom. No se distingue. Mejor lo quito.
The massive creature moved slowly, almost distracted, never turning its head. They caught every second on camera, their hearts pounding so hard it drowned out the night. Its heavy footsteps faded into the brush, until it disappeared completely. Imagine if it actually noticed them there. What do you think will happen to them? Dark Ghost Paranormal posted this video on YouTube. While hiking, this person decided to explore an abandoned haunted house. To stay safe, he set up dash cams around the building, but what he captured was far from safe. At first, everything seemed quiet. Then, a strange sound echoed from one of the rooms. Nervous but curious, he went to investigate. What he saw made his blood run cold. A table rattling violently, as if something or someone was inside pounding against it. And then, the noises didn't stop there. From other rooms, echoes of banging and strange thuds filled the house, surrounding him with terror. Alone in that house, every shadow seemed alive. Now, imagine yourself there. Would you stay and keep filming, hoping to catch proof of the paranormal? Or would you turn and run, never looking back? Was it really a ghost? Or something far darker lurking inside? This video was posted on Cursed Urban on YouTube, where he shares this strange encounter. Two explorers venture deep into the infamous Bigfoot forest. The night is pitch black, the air heavy with silence, and their only goal is to test whether the legends are true. To lure whatever might be lurking, they leave behind crumpled pieces of tin foil, what they jokingly call Bigfoot currency.
Yeah, so we'll set them in the same spot.
Oh shit, sorry.
Dude, you're ruining his house. What are you doing? You're ruining his house.
Sorry.
He's gonna be pissed.
He doesn't kill me for that.
Hours pass as they hike deeper, hearing unsettling knocks echo through the trees. Did the forest answer their tree knock with one of its own? Coincidence? Or communication?
Dude, did you just hear that?
That was knocking.
Yes.
That sounded like knocks, didn't it?
Exactly. No way.
Dude, that sounded exactly like what you did, right?
Yes. And the echo, like the same echo.
Finally, they return to where the foil was left. Their hearts stop, and the tin foil is gone.
Oh, it's gone. Dude, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
No.
Yes.
And you just set him there.
Yeah.
There's
That was literally maybe 40 minutes ago by now.
What do you think took the foil away from the stop they left it? This person went hiking on top of a lonely mountain where the wind howled like whispers from the dead. She sat near the very edge of a cliff, so sharp, so steep, that one slip meant certain death. Below her stretched a black abyss, a place where no one had ever survived a fall. Every gust of wind pushed harder, every sound echoed like a warning. Imagine sitting there, feeling the emptiness pulling at you, knowing that one wrong move, one unlucky moment, and you'd vanish into the darkness forever. Would you dare sit there? This scary encounter was posted on Los Menores MV, a YouTube channel where investigations of spiritual things are performed by Juanita and her team. A chilling investigation turned into pure horror when Juanita and her team attempted a dangerous ritual. At first, it was just whispers, strange shadows, and an eerie heaviness in the air. But soon, things spiraled out of control. As Juanita called upon dark forces, something touched one of the investigators, unseen hands grabbing him in the dark. Fear spread like wildfire.
Llegó. ¡Oh, hijo de su puta madre! No mames, neta. No mames, nadie.
¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí?
¿Dónde qué?
Ay, me tocaron, hijo.
¿Neta?
Sí, güey.
From the tunnels, swarms of cockroaches poured out as if driven by an unseen presence. Then, a face appeared like a skull staring directly at them.
Su puta madre.
Mira, como que salen de ahí,
Mira, güey. Sí.
No mames, Susana.
De los túneles.
Estos son los túneles, ¿verdad? ¿Qué traes, bonita?
Es como si alguien hubiera venido de allá.
Moments later, one of the team, Russo, was suddenly possessed, his body twisting unnaturally as a demonic force took over.
No mames, ¿cómo que te rasguñaron? Yo te iba grabándolo.
¡Ah, no manches, Misael!
¿Qué pedo, pa?
¡No manches!
No mames, esa madre, ¿qué pedo, loco?
No
y
seas
traes
mamón,
bien. No mames, mira.
Pero traes...
In a desperate attempt, Juanita performed a ritual with fire and a cursed doll.
¡A la bestia, Juanita! ¡Juanita!
No mames, trae algo adentro.
Pero, hijo, ¿qué pasó, hijo?
No mames, pa, no sé qué pedo.
¿Pero qué
Mira
pasó?
cómo
¿Por
le
qué
está
se
haciendo.
puso así, güey?
Pues ya sabe qué le pasaste, loco, le entró algo.
¿Pero yo por qué le pasé?
Pues sabe, loco.
¿Pero cómo se lo pasé?
Yo qué.
Prayers filled the air as shadows closed in. Would you dare stay and witness this? Or run before the darkness claims you too? A YouTuber, Kalong, Camp, official, went camping on a hill in Salatiga, Central Java. Locals whispered it was cursed. They said a girl had been murdered there, her body thrown into the ravine. Since then, people have reported seeing a bloodied woman wandering the area. At first, the night seemed normal. He made warm drinks and tried to stay calm. But the deeper the night grew, the stranger it became. Cold winds, eerie silence, then footsteps. A faint sound of crying echoed through the darkness. He froze. Was it an animal or the murdered girl's spirit? Suddenly, a white figure appeared at the back of his tent. He shone his light, but he didn't see anything. Then it returned to the dark, closer this time, pale and terrifying.
There's a ravine, right, guys? And her body was thrown in the ravine, right? they said, guys, right. Residents who have seen it. So, they saw the figure of a woman covered in blood, guys.
After a while, strange noises echoed from the trees. He moved closer to investigate. But then, just a few feet away, there it was. An eerie, shadowy creature standing right beside his tent, motionless, as if it had been waiting for him. His whole body trembled, fear gripping him tighter with every heartbeat. Should he run? Should he hide? Or was it already too late? Ghostia, a YouTube user, walked into Glencliff Mansion thinking it was just another ghost story. The mansion feels ripped from a survival horror game. The halls are silent. Every creak of the floor was leadered, sounding like a warning. At first, it's just whispers, faint bangs, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. As the camera pans across the faded wallpaper, shaped eerily like a cross, a heavy door suddenly swings open on its own. No breeze, no one nearby, just the creak of wood echoing through the empty mansion.
Oh man, too many what's happening. It's funny how that thing's shaped like a cross, the wallpaper. Oh, the door just opened. I don't know if that was a bat or orb that came out, but the door literally just opened.
He freezes, heart pounding, knowing that the door is far too heavy for a bat or the wind. Would you dare stay inside Glencliff Mansion after witnessing this? Or would you run before the entity made itself known? This video was uploaded to Black Mask Paranormal. This man went exploring the desolate edges of Daniel Boone National Forest. He knew the area's dark reputation, rumors of Dogman, and even a giant winged beast. On the ground, he finds enormous canine tracks, far too large for any wolf. Nearby, a dead raccoon suggests something was hunting here. Then, when he gets to this particular place, out of nowhere, an ear-piercing scream echoes through the forest.
One thing that I don't understand is why in this... Oh my God. One thing that I don't understand is why in this... Oh my God.
He follows, trembling, into an abandoned structure where strange holes and signs of vanished people add to the terror. With his thermal cam, he captures something high in the trees, large, alive, and watching.
We got the thermal cam up. So, whatever it is, I can still, I've got it on thermal cam. It's right here, and that's pretty high up. Cause see how it's, whatever it is, I can still, I've got it on thermal cam. It's right here.
Alone in the woods, batteries dying, and a predator lurking, what would you do? Keep filming or run for your life? A YouTuber, Workless Enjoy Life More, posted this video. His name is Larry, and he shared this encounter he had on his camping trip. Larry set out deep into the mountains south of Flagstaff, a place where the forest had once burned but was now slowly regrowing. With little to no cell service, he was nearly cut off from the outside world. As the sun dipped below the horizon, he rushed to set up camp before the darkness consumed the woods. Dinner is cooked over hickory chunks. While he was eating, he heard a voice but not sure what it was. After some time, he went to sit by the fire, wondering what could have been making that sound, his heart pounding as he strained to listen. What do you think was making that sound? On a video uploaded on Grizzly Gaz on YouTube, this person went to camp alone deep in the woodland, bringing only his dog for company. At first, it seemed like a normal trip, but soon, an uneasy feeling settled over the forest. As he explored, he found burnt mattresses, chopped trees, and scattered trash, signs that others had been there before, leaving behind an unsettling atmosphere. Later that night, just when things seemed calm, strange noises began echoing around the camp. Branches snapping, whispers in the dark, something moving closer. His dog growled, proving it wasn't his imagination. Then, he heard what sounded like a pig in the woods, but there were no pigs in that area.
Anyway, we're gonna chill out now, and I'll see you in the morning. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Fear took over. Was it an animal, someone lurking in the shadows, or something far more sinister? While hiking deep in the mountains with his granddad, this YouTuber, young Utah rancher, suddenly realized they weren't alone. From the shadows, an aggressive mountain lion emerged, its eyes locked, its body low, muscles tense, stalking every step. Fear rushed through them as the predator crept closer, silent but deadly.
Get back.
He raised the gun in his hand and fired a shot into the air, hoping the blast would scare it away. But the echo faded, and the beast didn't flinch. Instead, it moved closer, slowly and deliberately, as if the sound only made it hungrier. Can you imagine being in that moment, staring into the eyes of a predator that refuses to back down? What would you do? Run or fight? Haunted Finders posted this on his page. One night, while he was driving alone, he felt an icy breeze crawl up his neck, followed by the sound of breathing from the back seat. In the mirror, a shadowy silhouette sat motionless, watching.
Driving home, next minute I feel this ice cold breeze go up the back of my neck and across my face. And when I say it was cold, it was like ice cold. And then I suddenly got these weird shivers and goosebumps where I just felt like, you know, when you have that knowing that there's something there, there's something behind me. And I was literally frozen with my eyes facing forward on the road. And I remember just this overwhelming sense of fear. And then I heard what sounded like somebody breathing in my back seat. And honestly, I can't explain how terrified I was in the moment.
Later, during a spirit box session, a chilling voice whispered, "Can you hear me?" The air inside the car turned freezing as he started having bad feelings. Suddenly, a loud bang shook the vehicle, and footsteps echoed in the darkness.
Listen, again, I'll enhance this for you guys as well. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. I take it that you're in the car now. I tell you what, I really have got to I've got a really bad feeling. Someone just hit my car. Yo, someone just hit my car. Something just hit the car. Can you do that again? Did you just hit my car? Yo. That was a massive, like, boof on my car. Yo. That was footsteps. That was footsteps.
He was shocked and terrified as he was there alone. While out hunting deep in the wilderness, this person stumbled upon something unexpected. A young wolf, barely 4 months old, lying silently in the grass as if asleep. At first it seemed harmless, until he whistled.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
The moment the whistle cut through the night, the young wolf's eyes snapped open, unnaturally bright, almost glowing against the tall, bushy grass. Without hesitation, it leapt to its feet and darted into the thick brush, disappearing in an instant as if it had never been there at all. But here's the unsettling part. Young wolves are never truly alone. If that pup was there, where was the pack? Would you dare to keep walking deeper into the forest, knowing predators might be circling unseen? Explorando al Limite 2.0 shares their experience at the haunted cemetery. In the dead of night, this person wandered through a haunted cemetery, camera in hand. That's when he saw it, a shadowy figure of a girl, standing still among the graves.
She's a girl and she's wearing pigtails. Here she is. Here she is. Hello. You can't see her face. You can't see her face. She's literally shaking, son of a...
As he zoomed in, the image grew clearer, but also more unsettling. Her posture was wrong, her face hidden, and yet he could feel her eyes locked on him from a distance. Heart pounding, he tried to follow, but within moments the figure slipped into the darkness, vanishing without a trace, as if the earth itself swallowed her whole. So what was she? A restless spirit of the cemetery? A dark creature feeding on fear? And if you were standing there, would you dare to keep searching? A YouTuber, Kenny of all trades, shared this weird post. This man and his dog, Toby, went out camping, but something strange happened. Out of nowhere, Toby froze, his eyes locked on something up the road. He growled, ears raised, refusing to move forward.
What is it? What, Toby? Come on. I got no clue what he sees, but something up the road has got his attention. What's going on, Toby? He always sticks by my side.
I have no idea what he sees up there, but maybe we won't go that way. We'll go back. Come on, Toby. Yeah, he don't like it over there.
Normally, Toby never leaves his owner's side, but this time, he pulled back, desperate to avoid whatever was ahead. The man tried to push forward, but Toby refused, tugging him back toward the camper as if warning him not to take another step. Whatever the dog sensed out there, it wasn't good. The man decided not to risk it. They turned back, shaken, leaving the mystery of what waited in the dark unknown. Would you have gone forward or trusted the dog? Novus Wild Camper posted this on his YouTube channel. He set out for a stealthy woodland camp, expecting a calm night in nature. At first, everything felt normal, but soon the forest turned unsettling. He thought he heard someone nearby, strange footsteps echoing through the trees. In the dead of night, heavy thuds echoed around his hammock. Rocks and branches suddenly dropped from above with no warning, landing dangerously close. When he checked, he found objects on the ground that hadn't been there before, almost as if something or someone was throwing them.
But the weirdest thing was, the rain started to die down. So it was just a tiny pitter-patter. And suddenly by my hammock, a massive, massive thud hits the ground and bounces. And I jumped up, unzipped it, put my torch on, and there's a rock on the floor that wasn't there when I went to bed.
By morning, the tension only grew. Even as he packed up, branches crashed unnaturally near him.
I'm under my tarp, packing up my quilt, and there's this crash behind me, and literally this doesn't land coming down, it bounces towards me. It hit the floor and was still rolling towards me.
Would you dare to stay? This encounter was shared by Rambling On YouTube. This hiker set out on what seemed like just another mountain trail, but nature had other plans. The river was swollen and impossible to cross. Every option was a deadly risk. By the time he reached his tent, he was soaked to the bone, the storm outside screaming like voices clawing at the canvas.
I had to take off my waterproof jacket before I got in because I was absolutely saturated.
As he settled down, drinking a cup of tea, the breeze kept spanking his tent as if it was not strong enough.
The wind and the rain keep blowing in and kind of smacking us around a little bit, you know, just kind of coming in, spanking you in, running off again. That's what it feels like anyway. Just to let you know that, you know, it's still kicking off a little bit.
The storm raged on, lightning flashing, the earth shaking. Alone in the chaos, would you dare camp, knowing a storm like this could strike without warning? Strike without warning? Reliquias du Sul, a YouTuber, posted this scary encounter. This person wandered into an old cemetery, a place where time itself seemed frozen, the air heavy with silence. As he explored, something caught his eye. One of the ancient tombs stood partly open, its stone cracked with age. Curious, he stepped closer, and what he saw inside left him frozen in shock. A human skull, along with scattered bones, lay hidden within the shadows of the tomb.
This is something that draws a lot of attention. Look at this here, man. Why is this here? Why is this? You're crazy. We find so many things in this cemetery that are off axis here, look.
But the question is chilling. How did they get there? Who placed them inside, and why were they left to rest in such a disturbing way? He was left in complete shock, unable to comprehend what he had just witnessed. This video was uploaded to Rock Country Outdoors. These guys went hiking deep in the mountains when something caught their eye, and what they saw left them completely shocked. Standing at the edge of a cliff, they noticed something unnatural carved into the rock face. Hidden in the shadows was a cage, built into the mountain itself, stretching deep inside like some kind of prison.
Oh, it's dark in there. Spooky. And these handprints right here. Holy smokes. Look at that. All right, we got light, so. Oh, there we go. That is deep. Crazy cool though.
The sight raised terrifying questions. How was it even possible to construct something like that in such a remote place? And more importantly, who built it and what was it used for? The silence of the mountain only made the discovery more disturbing, as if the cage still held the echoes of whatever had once been trapped inside. This investigation was shared by EWU Crew on YouTube. This is the haunting case of Warren Haggard, who vanished in 2014 after leaving home in his blue Honda Civic. 10 years later, the desert still whispers his story. His abandoned car was discovered deep in Coyote Canyon, miles from civilization. Strangely, it was turned back toward the road, as if Warren had tried to escape but never made it out. The investigator later stumbled upon his remains, just fragments of bones, a shoe, and scattered clothing, all hidden in a remote canyon where no one had searched before. As investigators combed the site, they uncovered more bones and clothing fragments, each clue painting a chilling picture of Warren's final moments.
Up the creek, we started to notice bones scattered all over.
It's a bone right there. So we got a little bone right here. This is like a finger right here. I'm not going to touch any of this because you're not supposed to. When you find this stuff, you just got to let them know and they can come out and get it.
When we got even closer to where Warren was found, we noticed clothing fragments as well.
A whole bunch of more clothing right here. Bones and clothes all over this area. We got clothing over here. I don't know if it's picking it up.
Interestingly, when we checked the image history of Warren's exact location on Google Earth, we could not see him in any of the photos taken in 2015 or later. However, we did notice that the brush surrounding the area began growing rapidly after 2014.
Then came the most shocking discovery. His wallet, with his ID still inside, was buried beneath the brush. The question here is, what really happened to this man? Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying camp experience he had. Kuba set out to explore a forest whispered to be cursed, a place where villagers spoke of victims, strange cries, and ghostly figures. He pitched his tent, but from the start, an uneasy chill followed him. After settling down, a piercing sound shattered the silence like a woman crying.
Astagfirullah Halazim. Did you hear that? Hello. It's like there's something inside, guys.
The voice grew closer, echoing through the bamboo trees. His camera shook as he begged whatever it was to reveal itself. Moments later, a white figure appeared, floating across the darkness before vanishing into the trees. He chased it, but it dissolved into thin air. He was scared as he was breathing heavily. Back inside his tent, the attacks worsened. As he was about to sleep, he heard a sudden movement around his tent. Something hit his tent, and he was scared. That was really terrifying. But what was disturbing his peaceful camp? On 31st August 2025, Dave Explores shared this video on his YouTube channel. In the Nevada desert, Dave set out to explore the long-forgotten old-timer mine. Along the way, he stumbled upon hidden operations no map had ever shown, rotting cabins, crumbling shafts, and roads that led only to dead ends. Climbing a brutal zigzag trail, he reached the Fillmore mine. What remained were eerie, collapsed tunnels and rusted machinery, as if time itself had sealed away its secrets. Further up, he discovered a cabin overtaken by trees, its roof caving, plants growing where families once lived. Every corner whispered of abandonment. Finally, Old-Timer Mine revealed itself. Carved into the cliffside, shafts plunged into darkness, unsafe signs nailed everywhere, and ruins that seemed ready to crumble at any second.
But we made it, and this was the bunkhouse, so I just gotta go quick and go inside. Not a whole lot. And then the second section, that's it. All right, so that's the bunkhouse and a couple other things, ore chutes.
At nearly 10,000 feet, surrounded by endless mines and silence, Dave realized this mountain was a graveyard of forgotten lives, an entire world lost to time. If you were the one, would you try going further, knowing there are mines,